Tim Laird with you again on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. It's time now for another wine find. For that, we head over to the wine rack with John Johnson on Frankfort Avenue.
This time for wine finds, we have two truly incredible value wines, both from Spain, in both categories of wine that I happen to just love. The first one is a white wine made from a grape called Albarino. It's a fantastic food wine, especially when you're talking seafood and including one of my favorite dishes in the world, which is seafood paella. You're going to get a lot of citrus fruit on this, but not like grapefruit. A little bit more orange, tangerine. There'll be some touches of peach. You might pick up a little bit of apricot in there as well, but dry, and there'll be a little bead of salinity or minerality. This Albarino from Abadie de Sexo nationally sells in the mid to upper teens. We have it for right now at a much, much lower price, and it is one of the best values I have found in the world of white wine in quite some time. Next up, we have a red that happens to be one of my favorite categories, and that is Rioja. When I'm describing Rioja, I feel the need to describe a couple of terms, and those terms relate to aging requirements. So on the lower end, you have something called Joven or just unaged. Those wines spend less than a year typically of aging. They're meant to be drunk young, fresh, they're very fruit forward, and they're good and good value. Next up, you have Crianza. Crianza reds have to spend at least 2 years aging, with one of those years in oak barrels. Then you have Reservas. Reservas need to spend 3 years aging overall, with at least 1 year in oak. Can be more, but at least 1 year. And you have the King Daddy Gran Reserva. Gran Reservas have to spend at least 5 years aging, with at least 2 years in oak. So what we have here is a Crianza. And Cheronan, I think, really knocked it out of the park with this wine. It's the second vintage that we've carried. This is the 2019. Wine has a lot of really bright, almost raspberry fruit notes in the aroma. On the palate, you get that raspberry. You also get the classic Tempranillo, like dried cherry quality. The wine definitely has a light spiciness to it. Tannins are sort of light to medium. Has almost a velvety feel, but remains really bright at the same time. A red wine that, in my opinion, really punches beyond its weight class and represents just an amazing value from one of my favorite regions in all of Spain and in all the world for that matter. So in a time when many of us are paying more for a lot of things these days, it's great to know that you can still get incredible values in the world of wine. Come down, check these out, tell us what you think. Cheers.
Thanks, John, and stick around for more Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.